After winning his match against Ange Loosa, UFC fighter Mounir Lazzez went ahead and thanked accused Irish mob leader Daniel Kinahan, who has been a target of U.S. government investigation, in his post-match interview. If you want to know more about Lazzez's controversial comments, keep watching this video for all the interesting details. Let's begin. UFC's Mounir Lazzez thanks alleged Irish mob leader. Following his Saturday night win, UFC fighter Mounir Lazzez made the controversial decision to thank an accused Irish crime boss currently being targeted by the United States government. In a unanimous decision victory against Ange Loosa in UFC Vegas 51, Lazzez earned his second professional win in the UFC. But the fact that he is making news these days is not just because of his victory. His post-fight interview, in which he expressed his admiration for suspected mob boss Daniel Kinahan, played a significant role in this outcome. In his Octagon interview with Daniel Cormier, Lazzez paid tribute to boxing promoter Kinahan, who's a prominent figure in the Kinahan crime family. The accused criminal boss, who has had a significant impact on the UFC welterweight's MMA career, is even referred to as brother in the interview. Upon being asked who he wanted to thank, Lazzez responded that he would like to thank his instructors as well as his brother Daniel Kinahan. In his absence, he would not be the man or the professional he is today. He credited Kinahan for his success and thanked him for his assistance. Mounir's further discussion with the press. To be clear, Lazzez was not aware of the allegations against Kinahan, including drug trafficking, money laundering, and an alleged gang war in Dublin and Spain that resulted in the deaths of 18 people. Lazzez explained that he assumed he was there to provide entertainment, and he extends recognition to those deserving it. His understanding of the situation is limited, but he intends to learn more about it in the near future. When told by Dublin police that anyone in combat sports who continues to work with Kinahan is a member of a criminal organization, Mounir referred to Kinahan as a friend and advisor and stated that he doesn't follow this kind of news. Kinahan has been a major player in combat sports since he founded MTK Global, a boxing management organization, in 2007. Kinahan wanted by the U.S. government. 5 days before Lazzez's UFC Vegas 51 fight, the Treasury Department offered a reward of up to $5 million to anyone who could provide information on Kinahan's whereabouts. He was sanctioned by the United States government when it was reported that he was shipping large quantities of cocaine into South America. After confronting Lazzez with questions regarding his relationship to the suspected mob boss, MMA reporter Alan Dawson was able to learn more about the situation. When Lazzez was asked about Kinahan's penalty, he responded that he was not aware of it. The UFC fighter insisted that whoever merits credit is the one who receives credit, and that's what he is here for, to provide entertainment for others. He was not aware of any such thing, nor is he part of it in any way, shape, or form. Kinahan, believed to run day-to-day operations in the Kinahan cartel. It is believed that Kinahan is in charge of running the day-to-day business affairs for one of the world's most powerful organized crime syndicates, the Kinahan cartel, which was first uncovered in Dublin, Ireland in 1995 and has since then grown into a global drug trafficking and money laundering operation. There has been an alleged conflict between the accused cartel in Dublin and Spain since 2016, which has resulted in the murders of 18 people. One of the significant matches was steered to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, close to the suspected cartel's operations, by Kinahan, who had become a major figure in the boxing and mixed martial arts worlds. Much of that business involves MTK Global, the boxing management organization he formed and to which he is accused of still having a link. According to one of the company's former managers, he formed the company in an attempt to hide the proceeds of his drug trafficking, and the manager has filed a lawsuit against him. On MTK's website, Lazzez is named as one of its MMA fighters. Two-time world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, undisputed super lightweight champion Josh Taylor, and WBO women's middleweight champion Savannah Marshall are just a few of the famous names on MTK's roster. And that's all about Mounir Lazzez's words on alleged Irish mob boss Daniel Kinahan. But don't go anywhere just yet, there's some other interesting news left. Other news. After his victory at UFC 273, Alexander Volkanovski set his sights on a second title shot. Alex Volkanovski is a friendly man when he's not in the ring, but once inside, Alexander the Great Volkanovski is an absolute beast. Chan Sung-jung, commonly known as the Korean Zombie, and featherweight champion Alex Volkanovski melded into one for a split second before referee Herb Dean called off their UFC 273 contest. Volkanovski can be heard asking his opponent if he's sure at around 1:30 a.m. local time Sunday in Jacksonville. According to him, the question was not meant to be derogatory or trash talk. The champion only needed to read the signs. "You sure?" was not met as an insult. Alex Volkanovski said this week from Parker and Quinn restaurant in Midtown Manhattan that he just knew it was going to go bad, and he had a feeling he was going to put an end to it at some point. Since he first won the 145-pound title at the end of 2019, the Australian native was well aware that his opponent was not going to back down. Volkanovski didn't care that Young had been defeated mentally and physically. Warriors, he argues, describe a large number of fighters who refuse to quit. There is so much emphasis on going out on one's shield that corner stoppages are quite unusual, especially when the championship is at stake. In the wake of Aljamain Sterling versus Peter Yan, Dana White slams the ruling. Aljamain Sterling beat Peter Yan in the co-main event of the UFC 2073 bantamweight title unification contest. But there was some debate about the outcome. One judge voted Sterling the winner, 2 judges voted Yan. The official scorecards showed this. When asked about the judge's decision, Dana White did not hold back, saying that he thought they flubbed that one. According to him, it was 3-2 in Yan's favor. The controversial decision sparked debate among supporters, with the consensus being that Yan won the first and final rounds, but lost the second and third rounds. In the Verdict MMA fan voting platform, the margins were so close that the results were almost incomprehensible. The Verdict scorecard shows that Aljamain Sterling has a 0.01 advantage over the other player. This is by far the closest a Verdict championship bout has ever been. In boxing, 10-9 is the standard scoring system for rounds. In a round, the winner receives 10 points and the loser 9, with an unusual 10-8 lopsided round and a very rare 10-7 if it wasn't even close. Despite his belief that he had won, White turned down Yan's request for a rematch after the fight. The question of whether or not Sterling and Yan would face off again was put to the champion, who replied that the fight is there. Among those at that level, Peter Yan stands out as a formidable opponent. The TJ fight is most likely on the agenda. Montana De La Rosa confident about upcoming bout against Macy Barber. American mixed martial artist Montana De La Rosa is a confident person heading into this weekend. According to De La Rosa, it feels great to be working with the coaches she wants to work with because she has made so many sacrifices. She went away from her family and brought great training partners like Lauren Murphy. The sacrifices she had to make have made her feel secure and ready to take the stage on Saturday. Macy Barber, on the other hand, lacks the self-assurance that De La Rosa believes she used to have. During Dana White's Contender Series in 2018, the 23-year-old went 5-0 and subsequently went undefeated in her first 3 UFC fights. Defeating Miranda Maverick by split decision last July, Barber has improved to 9-2 in the process. Even though she claims to have defeated Miranda, De La Rosa told UFC.com that she doesn't believe the fight was her win. De La Rosa and Barber will face off in a lightweight bout at UFC Fight Night, Lemus versus Andrade. Montana De La Rosa has a record of 5-2-1 in her first 8 UFC fights, including a TKO win over Ariane Lipski in June. After undergoing surgery in October, the 27-year-old was forced to take more time off than she had anticipated. In order to prepare for this bout, De La Rosa needed some time away from the octagon. The fight between these two flyweights has been on their radar for a few years now. The upcoming Saturday night's bout between the two was originally slated for December, adding to the excitement. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think about Mounir Lazzez thanking Kinahan? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.